Welcome once again to Castrol Active Champions, and what a champion we've got for you today. You think of MS Dhoni, you see his magnificent contributions in Test cricket. He's almost been the defining player for India in one-day international cricket. But what about T20 cricket? So today we'll focus on Dhoni, the champion T20 player. First saw signs of that, didn't we? Back in 2007. India had hardly played any T20 cricket. We didn't quite know what to expect. There was a general festive air around in the team hotel when everybody gathered for that World T20, because it was an expedition into the unknown. And India were without Tendulkar, without Ganguly, without Dravid. And as it turned out, the absence of these seniors almost helped Dhoni make it his side. And as the tournament wore along, you saw qualities of MS Dhoni emerge. India beat Pakistan twice, beat Australia, beat South Africa, beat England. And at the end of the tournament, you could say with complete confidence that India were the best side. But you saw Dhoni's calmness coming through. It was the same calmness of thought that allowed him to throw the ball to Joginder Sharma with 1 over remaining in the final of the World T20. Harbhajan Singh had an over left, Joginder Sharma had an over left. Who would you give the ball to? And yet, Dhoni in his calmness realized that maybe it meant more to one person, that one person was uncertain. I don't know what the reality was, but he did say at the end that he wanted to throw the ball to someone for whom it would be a big moment. He took a chance, but that's exactly what Dhoni did. He always backed his instincts. India just seemed destined to win it. They had something about them as they played that entire tournament. And you realized right away there, in his first major tournament as captain of India, that MS Dhoni was going to protect India over the years to come. Much as Castrol Active's Activons protect your bike engine, whether running or off. And so you think of MS Dhoni and T20, and you think of the ICC World T20, and yet, overwhelming as that moment was, it's got a huge page in the history of Indian cricket, maybe many pages in the history of Indian cricket. But in the later years, you think of Dhoni, you think of T20, you think of yellow, you think of whistle polo, you think of Tala, and you think of Chennai Super Kings. That is a relationship unlike any other in Indian cricket. Players and their nation, yes, there have been so many, Tendulkar and Dravid and Kumble and Ganguly and India, you can understand that. But in the early days of T20, a relationship between a player and a franchise, there have been some great ones over the years, but nothing quite matches Dhoni and Chennai Super Kings. And it's a record that Dhoni can be very proud of, as much as his record of India. Every single year that he's led Chennai Super Kings, they've made the qualifiers. And there was a period in 2010, 11, 12 when you just thought that the Chennai Super Kings under Dhoni were invincible. He had a fantastic record himself, didn't worry too much about strategy, just let his instincts flow, and Chennai Super Kings became the team to watch out for every time an IPL started.
The person we were always worried about was Dhoni, and it was just, he took decisions, and even when the decisions were wrong, you knew that he had played the right card. It's just that the right card doesn't come up all the time. I remember in 2014, he got Bell Infant House to play in Calcutta, and he bowled a beautiful delivery. Our top batsman in form in that time was Robin Uthappa, and he knew that Robin Uthappa was susceptible to the outswing ball early, and he bowled a perfect test match when delivery hits the ball and was dropped at first slip. The question is that they went on to lose that match. KKR won the match and everyone said, played Bell Infant House, you didn't need to. But all of us there in the KKR dressing room knew that Dhoni had taken the right decision. It's just one of those days it didn't come off.
Then they didn't play for 2 years. The return of Chennai Super Kings was one of the most emotional moments in cricket. And how well did he play himself? A strike rate of about 150. He made 450 runs. He was going about hitting the ball like the Dhoni of old. Remember that game where there were 99 runs to get of 7 overs? And everyone thought the game is gone, except one man who never thinks the game is gone. And it is with events like those that the legend of MS Dhoni and Chennai Super Kings grows, and it will keep on growing. Dhoni, even more, dare I say, than India's T20 side, protected the heritage of Chennai Super Kings, much like Castrol Active's Activons protect your bike engine, whether running or off. Yes, that 99 in 7 overs was great, but to me, the relationship between Dhoni and Chennai Super Kings, an event that will always be part of folklore for CSK fans, actually came in Dharamshala when they were playing against the Kings 11, 44 to get of the last 3 overs. Remember, if they hadn't got those, Chennai Super Kings wouldn't have qualified. Everybody's sitting on the edge of their seat. I'm walking around to do the post-match show. And then Dhoni started the show, 44 to get in 3, then 29 to get in 2, 16 to get of the last over. Irfan Pathan bowling that last over, and he went 4-2-6-6. Goodbye. That ball is still soaring somewhere in the stratosphere outside Dharamshala. So Dhoni as the leader of India's World T20 squad in 2007, or Dhoni the iconic leader of Chennai Super Kings? It doesn't matter, because Dhoni the T20 captain was magnificent whichever team he was leading, and we're delighted to feature him once again in our Castrol Active Champions series.